For American children, summer is supposed to be a time of fun and games. But for many, it's also a time of true need. During the school year, roughly 22 million children in this country get free and reduced price lunch. In the summer, those numbers drop dramatically. Just under 4 million have access to subsidized meals. There are 50,000 locations providing summer meals, but reaching those who need the food can be a challenge. Special PBS correspondent Lisa Stark of our partner Education Week traveled to Nebraska to see how one food bank is trying to fill the gap.
It's a scorching summer day in Plattsmouth, Nebraska, about 40 miles south of Omaha, as the food truck lumbers into view. Despite the heat, families are lining up for lunch at what's called Kids Cruisin' Kitchen.
There you go. So they get milk, they get fruits and vegetables. It's really a nice program.
Becky Ham and her children rely on the food truck a few times a week.
We started doing this about 3 summers ago when my husband lost his job right before the end of the school year, and we were really panicked about how we were going to make everything work.
Ham's husband has a new job, but the budget remains tight. The family still qualifies for free school lunches and is thankful for the summer help.
It's really helping kids out. It's really helping families out when they need it.
Kids Cruisin' Kitchen was launched 6 years ago by Omaha's Food Bank for the Heartland and Salvation Army. With 4 food trucks and 10 fixed locations, it serves 1,300 children a day.
You get enough to eat at the food truck?
They give us a lot of meals.
A lot of meals? And a lot of food? Yeah.
Susan Ogborn is the food bank president.
Who are you trying to help? Who's your target here for the summer meals?
Primarily the children of the working poor. They are the folks who won't tell you that they need help. They are the folks whose children qualify for free or reduced priced lunches.
Preparing these meals begins early in the morning in an industrial kitchen run by an Omaha area school district. They make meals for Kids Cruisin' Kitchen and other summer meal programs.
We do about 3,000 meals a day during the summer.
In less than 3 hours on this morning, corn dogs are cooked, bananas packed, chocolate milk readied, sack lunches bagged, chicken patties, fruit, and veggies prepped for later in the week.
It's the 5 food groups. It's grains, meat, fruit, vegetable, milk.
Meals are paid for by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, $3.83 each, and must meet government nutrition standards, which are a bit looser in the summer. Jackie Cambridge manages this summer meal service.
There's always kind of a whew when we get it out the door. And then we just hope that it's getting to kids in need and that they're enjoying it, and we do it all again the next day.
Shortly after 9 a.m., the Kids Cruisin' Kitchen truck pulls up to load its food, hot meals to go. The truck makes 4 stops each weekday during most of the summer break. After that first stop in Plattsmouth, it's off to a public library, followed by a public housing project, then on to an affordable housing development, areas where more than half of children qualify for free and reduced price lunch, although anyone is welcome. Summer lunches are an outgrowth of subsidized school lunches, which expanded in the 1960s.
A good lunch provides from 1/3 to 1/2 of the student's daily needs.
As part of President Lyndon Johnson's War on Poverty.
Children just must not go hungry.
The programs have grown enormously. Today, 85% of all breakfasts served at schools and 73% of school lunches are subsidized by the USDA. 12 million students depend on breakfast, 22 million on lunch. Nationwide, nearly 20% of children under age 18 live in poverty. That's 14.5 million children.
Sometimes schools are providing the only meals that kids get during the week.
Laura Hatch is with No Kid Hungry, a national advocacy group trying to reduce childhood hunger. She says school meals make a big difference.
We know that kids that eat breakfast do better on math tests. We know that serving breakfast as part of the school day can actually keep kids in their seat and lessen absenteeism.
Serving school meals is easier. Students are all in one place. Summer meals are tougher. The food has to get to where the children are. To make it work, the food bank hires 10 temporary staffers and relies on 200 volunteers from Mutual of Omaha. This is Gary Herring's third year helping out. He understands hunger.
There are times when, as a family, I know we struggled and we'd go visit relatives just to eat, have food every day.
Do you think that's true for some of these kids, or what do you think?
You bet. That's the best part about it, today, that these kids aren't going to be hungry at lunch.
Despite all this effort by the food bank and others, Nebraska ranks near the bottom of all 50 states when it comes to summer meals. For every 100 children who depend on the school lunch program, only 8 are getting help during the summer. That's according to the Food Research and Action Center, which found that last year nationwide, that gap between filling the need during the school year and the summer got wider. It's especially difficult to reach children in rural areas. They are spread out, and USDA rules require all summer meals to be served and eaten in one place at one time.
You guys gotta eat it over here today, okay?
Regulars like Michelle Brown and her sisters are well aware of the rules.
You have to eat here and you have to come on time.
USDA has a pilot program in 7 states and 2 tribal areas to help families in need during the summer by temporarily increasing food stamp benefits. Advocates would like this program offered more widely.
You have to eat this with your spoon now.
Agriculture Secretary Sonny Perdue, who recently visited a summer meal site in Washington, D.C., says he's open to the idea.
I don't think any of us want to fast over the summer, so just because school stops doesn't mean that the needs for good, nutritious, healthy food and a good environment doesn't stop.
The food bank's Susan Ogborn is eager to see regulations relaxed to make it easier to expand summer meals.
The problem is children are hungry every day, and so we hope that Secretary Perdue and the rest of his team at USDA gets their rules and regulations figured out pretty quickly.
For now, the food bank will continue to roll along with its current program, hoping one day to reach many more children, but committed to the mostly satisfied customers it already has.
What do you think about the food truck?
I like it, but I would love it if they added donuts.
Maybe next summer. For the PBS NewsHour and Education Week, I'm Lisa Stark in Omaha, Nebraska.
We love donuts too.